Hi everyone, I am Amisha Soni. I'll start with a quick introduction of mine. So, I have completed my undergraduation in BCom honors from Lady Shriram College for Women, and then I was working with InMobi for 1 year. And in 2020 June, I left my job to completely focus on my preparation for CAT 2020, and then I attempted CAT 2020 in November, and finally, I'm here at Faculty of Management Studies, University of Delhi, batch of 23. So I'd like to start with my preparation strategy, and I will divide it into the three sections that particularly form the entirety of CAT. I'll start with my strong portion because I believe that that is something which is a weaker portion for a majority of the people out there, that is English. What really helped me in building my English, especially the written, especially the reading as well as the speaking part. And when I say the speaking part, it is also important that we focus on these two aspects better because we are also required to appear for the interview process which follows the CAT examination. So with the English, I would always and always vouch for practicing more and more. In terms of practicing, what I mean is reading not only newspapers, but anything that catches your interest. Anything, even watching, can also be counted as improving on English if you are able to apply in your day to day conversation what you hear on the web series, English web series, and movies that you're looking at. So that is about how you think in English while actually talking or writing or reading. So that is kind of inculcating that habit of yours, inculcating that language in your day-to-day activity, which will ultimately give you that instinct feeling while you're reading any passage or any jumble words or any sort of grammatical portion that comes in any of the B school examinations, not only CAT, but also that, and any other form of MBA exam that you're targeting. Now, moving on with a little weaker part of mine, which is quantitative. So, I believe that my major portion of the preparation went into quant, particularly because I was practicing more and more with time. For every particular topic, I did not only just do it once or twice. I used to visit a topic which I'm weak at every week because I know that if I go forward and learn new concepts, it will kind of diminish the basics that I've built so far for the concepts that I've studied before. And it is important that the more you increase the difficulty level of your questions with time, you also kind of keep a touch with the basics that are already there, which also means that if you're attempting a very high level difficulty test and if you're not able to score good in that, it is okay and it is necessary to switch back to a medium level or a low difficulty level test. That is something which is required to gain the momentum as well as to gain the confidence back, because I particularly believe that your mental stability will have a very direct impact on how you perform in the exam that day. Now, the third section is DILR, and I believe that DILR is something which can be built from your basic thinking capabilities. How you look at any problem, it is something which we have been doing unconsciously from a very beginning or very early stage in our educational career. So, for example, when it comes to even solving a simple Sudoku in a newspaper or any app-based game, and for example, solving any business problem that arises in our day-to-day business problem or any organizational or structural problem that arises in our day-to-day life, and how we approach that, how we come down to the solutions for each of that. And that is something which is really helpful in decoding the question as a first step. Moving forward with finding out the solution and finding out the answer is something which again comes with practice. And I believe that CAT is a very practice heavy paper. And we need to, I cannot stress this enough. No matter if you're doing a job, no matter 8 hours out of the 16 hours that you're awake goes into some other work, You have to make sure that the remaining hours are being utilized into practicing more and more anything and everything that you're weak at. Now, apart from the preparation bit, I would also kind of focus on something which cannot be completely trusted upon, but is a very good pusher, and that is good intuitions. I believe that your mentality, what you think, your consciousness actually creates reality. And for you to keep a positive outlook towards whatever and whichever endeavor that you dawn upon, it will have an indirect impact. And for me, I think that is something which has really worked, even while I was targeting LSR as a college and FMS as a college. Both of these are my dream colleges, and I believe that I have always been manifesting that thought while preparing for the entry level or the kind of hurdle that is there. And for that, you have to constantly keep reminding yourself that any amount of time and effort that you're putting in that preparation is worth it, and is kind of is taking you a step towards your dream college or your dream goal that you're trying to achieve through this. Just be very consciously aware of what you're thinking, what are the thoughts that are coming to you, and just be aware that these thoughts will be the reality because you yourself are putting that hard work, and believe in your hard work. That is the sole thing that every student should always remember, no matter how many ups and downs you see. I have seen many downs while preparing. My percentile scores were not always hunky-dory. There were low points as well. But there was not a single moment when I thought that this was a step back from my goal that I have reached. I have taken each step back. I will bounce back with 2 more. So you have to keep a positive outlook. That will be the main takeaway from this video. Thank you.